Hello friends, happy Wednesday. Welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. As always, Kevin Lindsay here. Time to take a look at this week's Freaky Friday. It is another triple threat combination, 2007, 2010, and 2014. And what better way to kick it off than a drivable par 5. Hopefully that ball stays dry. I really don't feel like starting this video over. Not necessarily the setup, the start that you want, but my terrible gameplay aside, double eagle opportunity to kick things off for this Friday's Freaky Friday. Now, so far, right now, this is the course in test. This is not necessarily what you will see on Friday, but if it plays well enough, we may make magic happen and move it on over there. Now, the reason why I hit that so hard where it sounds like I'm breaking the thing, don't worry, I'm not. If I do, it's covered under warranty, but 5 wood there is going to clear those high trees in front of the tee box, but also get you past that deep little bunker. Again, it's a hole 2 that is pretty tough. And then moving on to Monument Valley, number 4 here, same kind of thing. You want to just go ahead and high tee 5 wood with roll and just let that sucker fly. Needed that a little bit farther to the left. And the nice thing about this, well, we've kind of been doing it with all the triple threats. Sometimes we mix it, sometimes they're par 3, sometimes they're par 4s. This one's a mixture. You're going to get a lot of drivable par 4s, of course, a drivable par 5. A hole like Highland Lynx, number 4, that is not a drivable par 5. But just a fun one to have in this course, and then a handful of par 3s as well. Now, if you've never played Highland Links, you're missing out. This is a fun course. What you do have to be aware of is this deep grass. And anybody, no matter how good or bad of a player they may be, will tell you stay out of the deep grass of Highland Links. It is not fun. You can't putt from it even if you're on a hill. It takes, as you saw with that approach shot, it takes a lot to get to the green. You lose spin, yada, yada, yada. So just make sure that you stay away, I guess, as much as possible from that deep grass. Now, this hole that I had a very poor tee shot on is Great Wall number 5. Another classic Jim Z drivable par 4. Well, drivable for most people when they're not named Kevin Lindsay and they're not playing like that. I know some people don't necessarily like it, but I appreciate that that hole doesn't give you a direct look at it because then you have to challenge yourself a little bit. Same thing with Greek Hills number 5 here. High tee 3 wood is going to be the way to go. You want to avoid hitting it too hard that you are in the trees. You want to hit it too hard that you're avoiding the rough. If you're within the green, not too bad. You can chip it. It is not as bad as the Highland Links deep grass. And then we move on to Indigo number 5. This hole used to be really hard to get on the green, or at least for the most part, hard to get on the green. But then with high tees and low tees and the build-a-bags, it becomes much, much easier. So, 8 wood, a little bit pushing out to the right, some backspin. As long as you don't sail the green and go bye-bye birdie and put that thing in the water, you should be able to have at least a 40 or 30 foot under or less putt. Now, Greg Kinsler, if he plays this week, will probably have a lot of fun because this is his course. Pelican Grove, this is hole 7. This is a hole that you may want to grab the old, if that would have ultra shotted, I probably would have just left. But like, that was the best shot I've ever hit in my life. I'm out of here. You might want to put the old Rusty Trusty Zero Hybrid back in the bag because, well, not only was that like a terrible chip, and that was a follow-up chip that was just as bad, but Zero Hybrid, you have a little bit more control over the distance instead of trying to do what I did, which was cut down a low tee driver. Now this hole, number 6, a par 3 from Southern Oaks, a 2010 classic. We'll call it a classic. I don't know if you really call it a fan favorite. Depends on how hard you like your Golden Tee courses. The reason why I picked this par 3 is because if any of the par 4s were just too damn tough and felt out of place here, because we want this to be scoreable. It's got to have some challenge to it, but you don't want it to completely just get you down. And as we move to the back 9, Bella Toscana, number 4. This is always a good one, except this is probably going to land in the mud or just straight in the water. Hey, look at that. We got a nice little bounce in the water. Today is not my day to play. Can't chip, can't putt. This is the second video I'm recording only because the first one, my camera wasn't there, and that was actually much worse. As bad as you think this video was, the previous one was not. Well, it was a lot worse. And then, of course, we got to include Shady Acres, another fun course from 2015, another difficult course. But then you get holes like this, Shady Acres, number 5, where if you actually hit a good tee shot, usually got a pretty straightforward shot at putting in for eagle. I am not putting in for eagle. I'm not chipping in for eagle. I'm not doing anything for eagle. But that's all right. That's the part of it being a preview. Heading back to our friend Monument Valley, this is number 9. This one's fun, especially if you do not use a high tee. You can get right on through there. Don't have the sound on in the lounge here, but you can hear the howling of the wolves. Let's see if we can recover. That was a valiant attempt. Oh, thank you. GSP is exactly what I needed to bring that score up, although it doesn't work that way. And then we go back to Highland Links. This one, oh, this is perfect. I love this. This hole specifically was included because I love when it sets up as a drivable par 4. Not the shot you want there. Not too bad, but again, this is that deep grass. So if you get stuck in it, be sure to give your chip, like I did there, a little extra oomph to get out of that. That one's going to be a fun one. So far, this course is looking like it is going to be the one that we put into production. A lot of fun holes here. Even this one, Tahiti Cove 13. Not too bad. I'm going to try something here that I don't normally try. We're going to go around the right side. Oh, could this be... Oh, just missed it. That maybe... somebody goes that way. Maybe a shot of the week opportunity, though. That is actually a lot of fun. I've never gone that way. I don't think I've really had the setup to go around to the right, but that wind blowing to the left there makes it a lot easier to do that. Back to our friends at the Great Wall here. This is hole 15 in the Freaky Friday, but typically hole 14. A little bit more difficult of a drivable tee shot than I normally expect to see on here, especially with that pin tucked in the bottom left, but it is a lot of fun, especially when you get that little putt in for eagle. Moving on to 16, Turtle Island. This is one of my favorites. This is from when I used to be a wannabe banger of Golden Tee back out of college, or around, actually in college, out of college, I don't remember, both. I included this hole because this one kind of gets overlooked in a lot of the Freaky Fridays. Now, this one, I don't have a good shot here because I got a 14-mile-an-hour wind in the face. This may be the, this may be one of the harder shots in this week's Freaky Friday. I know this isn't going to go in the water, but for shits and giggles, let's just throw it out there. Okay, so the 3-wood at the right angle is going to get over those trees just barely, though. Wow, I did not think I was getting that eagle putt, but I will happily take it. All right, Palm Springs 17. Maybe the world's smallest tee box ever. I do love this hole, although I'm like 50-50. Oh, can this go in? Come on, do it, do it, do it. Really? Really? That's terrible. As I was walking back, I'm like, this thing's going to just roll a tad bit short of the cup. That's all right, though. Palm Springs 17, that is a very fun hole. And then we're going to close it out here. Rustic Bridge, New York City. We're going to give a little 3-wood high tee action. It's really nice that that wind is blowing straight to the right. You may not need a 3-wood there. 5-wood probably would suffice. My chipping, still awful. So we're not going to end on an eagle. Oh, come on. We end on a par? Nope. All right, we're going to just scrub this from the video. That was awful. Oh, come on. Up 9, right 5. That. All right. Now I got a problem. I should be... Ugh. All right, well, honestly, with the exception of that Turtle Island setup on 16, I think we're going to roll with this one in production on Friday. So even though this is a preview, this is what you will most likely see if we can make some magic happen when Freaky Friday comes up in just 2 days, the Triple Threat 2010, 2014, and 2007. So until then, thanks for joining me, guys, and we'll see you next time.